Morning. Thanks for joining us here on this Friday. The Upper 5 Digital Studio. I'm Brendan, here with Heather, in case you're brand new. Welcome.
Good morning. Happy Friday.
And welcome to the weekend. Some are closer to the weekend than others.
Yes, we are very close. I know some of you are just getting started, so.
Yeah. A lot of Mackinac Island talk this morning, Heather.
Yeah.
And I'm not mad about it.
I'm not mad about it either. I love the island. Love that we have 2 cameras now on the island, now that the season started.
Yeah.
It's always a fun time. I love being on the sunrise side of the state, too. So, it's always fun.
Yeah, the island is coming back to life. We know that people live on the island
year-round,
but not a whole lot. A majority of the season happens spring, summer, fall time. So resorts are opening back up, restaurants, shops, things like that. It's an exciting day there on the island, Heather.
Yeah, so Miss Madison was live there this morning telling us what we can expect. Bunch of new things with hotels and restaurants and all the fun things you can do. All that stuff will be posted on our website in probably a few more moments. Our digital content producer's in, so maybe those will be posted. So you can take a look on the website if you're wondering what's new this season.
Yeah.
There will be full details there.
And Heather just tying all that in with the weather quiz today.
I am, yeah. So I decided, because we were talking about horses on our question of the day, so tying that into our weather quiz, how many horses come to work on Mackinac Island every year? It's a carless island, if you guys don't know. You're watching for the first time. And it has been for over 100 years now. So they bring in all these horses to let you travel to and from your destinations, carry luggage up to the hotels, and all that fun stuff.
It's a magical place.
Yeah, so do you think it's 300, 600, or 800 horses?
We'll find out
Shortly,
shortly, yeah.
So we'll go live there on the island. This is downtown, a live look currently. 40 degrees right now, so we're already starting to warm up. A lot of sunshine over on the island. The eastern side of the map is seeing more sunshine now. When you factor in the wind chill, it feels like 34, so still a cooler morning. We're seeing more of that cloud cover move east over the last few hours, though. This is ahead of our next system, so we're tracking our next chance for some rain, maybe even some thunderstorms. I know we have friends who might want to visit the Kalkaska Trout Festival. So here's a look at that forecast. This is through the 28th in Kalkaska. Today will be a nice day, 62 degrees. We'll see a partly sunny sky through the afternoon, but dry. Our main system will arrive later this evening when most of us are heading to bed. So we are going to see some showers, on and off shower chances Saturday early morning, 74 degrees for that high. After that daytime heating tomorrow, that's where we could see some thunderstorms later in the evening. Most of this will be when you're probably home from the Trout Festival, but just be mindful of the fact that we could see some sprinkles. Sunday, we're looking at some rain, 67 degrees, mainly later in the day. So here's a look at our severe storm outlook. We are under a slight risk for most of the northern lower, and Beaver Island is included in this. You can see that yellow color. That's where we're expecting more of our strong storms to form, mainly Saturday evening into Sunday morning. So we are looking at the threat for hail, damaging winds, heavy rain, and also an isolated tornado. So that is what we're looking at now. Meteorologist Trevor Robideau will have a better grasp on this system once, or even Joe tonight will have a better grasp on it, but I'll show you what we're expecting. You know, things can change with the track, but this is what we're looking at now. So over the next few hours of our day, we will continue to see a little bit of some passing clouds into the afternoon, mostly cloudy sky by tonight. By this evening, we'll start to see that rain moving from the south and the northern lower northeast throughout the evening. So tomorrow early morning, we'll wake up to some showers, especially if you're east of I-75. Heavier showers over Presque, Mount Morenci, Alpena, Oscoda, and even into the eastern upper peninsula. By the afternoon, I still think we'll hang on to scattered showers in the eastern upper. By the time we head closer to the evening, so as I mentioned, after we get some of that daytime heating and instability in the atmosphere, our line of storms will develop along the cold front. So that's around 8 o'clock tomorrow night. We'll start to see those storms passing through the straits into the northern lower. And you can see that line of storms, all those cells developing along that line. And those colors with the pink, that means we could see some hail, very heavy downpours. And our hail threat really looks like it will happen closer to around 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning on Sunday morning, so most of us will be sleeping. Could have an isolated tornado, so just make sure you have a way to receive weather alerts, especially if we do have severe weather in the form of tornadoes especially. Here's a look today, though. So we'll see quiet weather ahead of the system. Temperatures in the 50s in the eastern upper with increasing clouds. Winds will stay out of the southeast today. 62 in Gaylord and Mayo, 63 in Petoskey and Grayling. And then same story on the western side, 67 in Traverse City. We'll see 61 in Roscommon and Houghton Lake. Tonight we'll cool off to around the 40s in the eastern upper peninsula. And we'll see cloudy and late rain south of the bridge. In temperatures mainly in the 40s up to the 50s. 51 in Charlevoix, 50 in Fife Lake and Kalkaska, 50 over in Cadillac. Our extended forecast, we're looking at that late rain south first. That will carry into Saturday. We'll see showers early on, then some storms by the evening. A little bit of some storms will carry into Sunday morning, and we will see some chances for some showers later in the day too. Monday, we're looking at showers and thunderstorms. Dry weather, or at least Tuesday. By Wednesday, we have more chances for some storms. We're in that active weather pattern now that we're in spring.
All right. Yeah, a lot going on in the weather department.
Yes.
People are talking about your dress today, Heather, and, and horses and things like that. So we'll get right to it.
All the fun stuff.
Yeah. Christopher is reporting 40 degrees and fair conditions in Farmington Hills. Thank you, Christopher. Got Chris watching from Chicago. Good morning to you. Paul saying good morning from Rogers City. Welcome back, Gib. Do you have any comments for Paul, Gib? He says thank you.
Thank you. Wow, that's very nice of you, Gib.
What a nice Gib.
What a nice man.
Gail is reporting 39 degrees and some sun in Kingsley. Wind picked up a little bit. Happy Friday to all. Thank you, Gail. Susan Lash Sims watching again from the Trout Capital. The National Trout Festival is underway this weekend there in Kalkaska. It's sunny and it's 37 degrees. Parker is watching and he's saying summertime. Looking forward to, I think, warmer weather. Paula is saying happy sunny Friday morning, 45 degrees in Boyne Falls. Here's a question for you, Heather. What will a trip to Kalamazoo look like on Monday morning and back late in the day?
Ooh, let me see here.
And I can keep reading comments if you need to pull up your Stormcast. Do you want me to keep going?
Yep, go ahead.
Susie Q is going to be traveling here shortly. She said it's 86 today in Florida. She's packing to come back home, and she's off to get pampered at the nail salon today, Jackie.
Oh, she loves
Jackie.
her nails.
I'm thinking of another Weight Watcher friend, Susie Q, sorry. So yes, safe travels to you, Susie Q and Ron, and it'll be great to see you when you come back. And where is Jackie? I'll just skip to her comment just because she's on my mind. She said it's a busy day in Kalkaska, 37 degrees there. The Trout Festival is running strong, she said. Hope everyone has a safe weekend.
Oh, good.
I think there's, well, I know there's a carnival, I think a reptile trailer, food, fun, friendship, all that in Kalkaska happening this weekend. All right, we'll get back to the order of comments here, at least on my end. Dave said, happy, beautiful Friday from Breckenridge, Michigan. He will be at Higgins Lake tomorrow morning and wants to know if it'll be raining. Sorry, one weather question at a time.
I was going to say,
my bad, Heather. I'll wait.
Can we please get through one? Okay. So looks like if you're leaving early Monday morning, you might run into that rain, some gusty winds. Heavier rain into the morning. By afternoon, we'll still, it looks like some consistent rainfall all the way down to Kalamazoo, starting early in the day. And then there is a chance for some thunder and lightning too. This isn't showing that, but just know thunderstorms are possible along that line. So that's the timing of it. That's 9 a.m. We're heading further south and then back up north. You'll still run into that rain.
And the darker the green, the heavier the rain, Heather?
Yes, and the lighter the green, super light showers, more of a drizzle.
Good to know.
But yeah, those darker green colors probably won't be fun to drive in, but just take it slow.
Yeah. Do you mind pulling up the shot of Houghton Lake? Yeah. Now, Dave's talking about Higgins Lake. It's all pretty close, all in the same general area.
All relative.
So he wants to know if it'll be raining at Higgins Lake tomorrow morning.
Okay, here's that.
Thank you. What a beautiful day there at Houghton Lake.
Higgins Lake. So I want to zoom in closer for you. It's like here-ish.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yep.
Cool. So increasing winds too by tonight, rain overnight. Tomorrow, that's 4 a.m. Oh my gosh, gusty winds. Looks like early in the morning, could see some rain. That rain carries into later part of our morning, but that's 10 a.m. Winds will start to shift out of the south, you can see that. And then looks like we'll see periods of dry time. So really just rain early in the morning, which is what you're asking. So there you go. That's the timing of that. 6 a.m., 7, 8, 9.
All right.
So
Hopefully that helps,
6 to
Dave.
9, that's kind of the window we're looking at.
Okay. All right, we'll say hi to Nancy. She is in East Jordan. It's 42 degrees there. Christopher guessing 600 horses for the quiz question. Gail, Parker, all guessing 600. Paula guessing 300. Nancy is guessing 800. And Christopher said, well, let's see if I get this right. Heather, nice dress. Looks like pink to me.
Yes, sir.
He's right.
It's the same one I was talking about, my brown, the caramel brown one.
Yeah.
This is the pink version.
Oh, okay.
Does it look familiar, Brendan? Kind of?
I did not connect the dots, but
Oh.
thank you for doing that. Yeah, it's a nice color.
Thank you.
Mark is watching from Zephyr Hills, Florida. Alice is with us this morning. 600 is her guess. Mark is guessing 300. Sandy's watching from Maple City. Nice to see you guys enjoying this morning. I'm going to guess 800 horses because they need to keep their buggies going, she said. And Sandy said that she's going to do laundry before these storms just in case we lose power.
That's smart. Yeah, it's a good idea if you can.
And yeah, she's talking about that. She's off today and next Monday and Tuesday. She's pretty excited about that. She plans on cleaning the house, doing laundry, and she's making a wine label for her blackberry wine. And then she has a brownie troop meeting later. We have other meetings and, that's right. I remember Heather telling me about this. We have other meetings and we'd love to have you. If not this season, we can plan for the fall, Heather. Oh, good. And I'm welcome too. Thank you, Sandy.
Yeah, we're looking just with school visits, and I'm pretty sure I emailed you. I could be wrong. I know we were talking back and forth, but definitely after school gets out, since I'm very busy with school visits, those will take priority just with school ending soon. And then we'll do the Girl Scout stuff summer.
Yeah.
And then maybe Brendan will tag along. It's hard to convince that one sometimes. Maybe you can convince him.
She's never tried. I don't know what she's talking about.
I ask, and then he just...
When did you ask?
Nappies.
When did you ask? Where? When?
Vanderbilt one. One
No,
before that.
no, you asked me for, what would you tell the students if you were to go?
Well, I said, because I mentioned it earlier, I said, would you want to go? And you're, And it was a long day, it's fair.
I don't recall her asking, but I will pay closer attention next time. Anyway,
I don't beg him to go because I know it's a time commitment, and it's my time commitment, but if you want Brendan, you can convince him, Sandy.
I appreciate the invite. And I guess what goes in one ear goes out the other with Heather. No, I'm kidding. I'm like, oh, you said that? Okay, if you say so.
Yeah, he's like, I was probably working on something in the newsroom.
We got Susan Lash Sims guessing 300. Susie Q is guessing 800. Sam said late start for me this morning. Good morning, all. Beautiful day coming up. Wally is back in Mayo. Welcome back to Michigan, Wally.
Welcome back.
And here, more dress talk here. Okay, you ready, Heather?
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, nice dress, Heather. I can tell you've been doing some shopping. You had several dresses on in the last few days. Good job. My wife says I shouldn't comment about that.
It's just, we talk about this, I talk about this with Brendan too, and it's just funny what you guys pick up on as
Yeah.
viewers. You know, the forecast is the most important part. My dress comes second usually, but everybody will make comments about my clothes first. So
Yeah.
I appreciate how observant all of you are. But yeah, I did do quite a bit of shopping, a lot. There was a lot of good spring colors, and
Yeah.
I was like, I gotta rotate them in. My closet's getting full. It's a challenge, and I know it's such a first world problem, but yeah, I like to rotate the new ones in. They are sprinkled in with my older ones that you probably haven't seen for a few months, so they might seem a little bit more new, but very observant, huh, Brendan?
Very. And I don't want to speak on your behalf, but from what we're reading, they're all appropriate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So.
And I try to keep my dresses fun, new,
Yeah.
but also like sleeves and things. And I
Oh,
mean, I
meant
gotta stick to the solid colors
Yeah.
for the most part, especially with our green screen. I like to be more creative and show more fashion, but
Yeah.
so I am limited on what I can wear. That's why you can kind of see similar colors and maybe just different cuts of dresses. But
Yeah. I meant the comments are appropriate, but yes, the dresses are
Yes,
also.
I'm
the
commenting
dresses
on
are
both.
also appropriate.
Yeah.
Too, yes. All right. Who's next? Jackie. We said hi to her. Oh, her guess is 600. And there's my mom. Hey, Mom.
Hi, Christine.
Going to be seeing her later today. And yeah, our cousin passed away, so we have to go to a funeral.
It's not a fun time, but at least you
Yeah.
can see your mom. Hopefully you guys will be okay.
Yeah, we'll catch up with some family members, and
Yeah.
my sister's coming in town, and my brother-in-law, and so
It's unfortunate circumstances,
Yeah.
but at least all of you can see each other.
yeah. So it's not gonna. I'm sure his life. Rick is his name. He lived a grand life. Very talented trumpet player, and we know that Salvation Army will honor his life the best way they can. So.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, Christopher, talking about the draft, and yeah, apparently it's 3 days long. Today's day 2.
Apparently.
200 and what did we say this morning? 275,000 people in downtown Detroit yesterday.
Yeah, that is insane.
Did you see the pictures and the videos, Heather?
It wasn't just seas of people.
Downtown was packed.
Yeah, and I've even seen other posts that have popped up on social media from other people, and every angle is just people everywhere.
Yeah. And
And
downtown.
we were talking about, like, it is good for Detroit to have this, and bringing a lot of
Fantastic.
people in, and
Yeah.
yeah.
So I guess 400,000 people are expected over the whole weekend in Detroit. And I guess last year in Kansas City, it was about 300,000 people. So just to give you some perspective on the amount of people who are going to be in Detroit. And downtown looked beautiful yesterday.
I know, it was good
really-
weather for it, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I mentioned this yesterday or the day before. If you haven't been downtown Detroit lately, go check it out. There's a lot of exciting things happening there.
Yeah, I haven't been there for like a year, so it was
Yeah.
like last year around this time, went to a concert. But yeah,
So yes, exciting times for football fans especially.
yeah, all the Lions fans. There was fans from everywhere though. Maya did a story. She was down there with Harrison Beebe, and yeah, talked to Atlanta fans,
Chicago Bears
Chicago,
fans.
yeah, Bears fans.
Yeah, Pittsburgh Steelers
And then
fans.
chanting "Go Lions," golf, all the things,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
sports.
Oh, look at the fun. That's a live camera, right? On
It's
the island,
live.
Heather?
Isn't that great?
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
can see
We can just
the
do
day
this.
getting started. Look at that.
And there's bikes. People are walking.
Why are they frozen in
I
time?
think it's because it's resetting. This camera, a little behind the scenes for you guys, takes like a 5-minute loop, and then it resets.
Oh,
So
gotcha.
the people might disappear by the time this comes back. So we'll see.
Oh, is that like the Drummond Island camera?
All of them are
so-
like the same.
Oh, they're all the same.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you see a freighter go by.
And then it
just
disappears.
disappears.
I'm just gonna play this one and then play that one and see. That's
that's
Traverse
nice.
City, West End of Grand Traverse Bay. And there's those carriage.
There they are.
Oh my goodness, isn't
love
that
it.
so fun?
And that's the fort there in the background too, just to give you
Yeah.
a sense of where that's one street off of Main Street, if you're familiar with Mackinac Island.
Yeah, I walked all up and down that.
There's a horse
A
stable
smelly
right to the
trip,
right.
but yeah, you can see. Oh, it's all coming to life
Fun, fun,
before
fun.
our eyes.
Love it.
I love it.
We have Adam, our friend and coworker watching, I don't think his shift even starts till 10. So he's up early. He's well, he has family too. He has obligations and things.
Animals and children.
And animals too, yeah.
Yeah.
So Adam's guessing 600 horses. Darlene says, I'm a gardener looking forward to the rain. Also, we need it very badly for the fire danger in the area.
Yeah, that was something
Darlene.
I didn't have time to really touch on today, but with our gusty winds and our dry vegetation, we do have elevated fire danger today. But I wanted to focus on severe weather.
Yeah.
But good point. Thank you for telling everybody about that.
Yep. She's guessing 800 horses.
Okay.
We said Sandy. Wally's guessing 300. Yes, Christopher, you got it right with the dress color. Nice job. Leslie's watching from Harrison, so ready for the weekend and hoping she doesn't lose power. Same here. Sandy says, sounds great. We can plan for a fun summertime. And we'll look at dates for both if it doesn't work out. I'll set aside a wine for you, Brendan. Hey,
Never complain about wine.
I'll be
around
there.
here.
I don't know if I've had blackberry. Was it blackberry wine?
I've had huckleberry because up north, back
Blackberry,
home, huckleberry wine's big. I
Yeah.
don't think I've ever had blackberry either.
Yeah. Yeah, Sandy, I'll come back too. Whatever you need me to do.
Oh,
to
see, that's
share.
Sandy, I guess that's what we have to promise. Food, wine, bribery.
I'm kidding. I would go even if there's
he
nothing
would.
involved.
Just
fun and
giving you-
friendship. That's all we
Yeah.
need.
Giving you a hard time, Brendan. It's my job.
Was that in your contract too?
I think that's what our news director told me.
Chris is watching from Chicago. And Paul, Jackie, just saying you look great no matter what color you wear.
Oh, thank you.
Susie Q, same thing, looking so beautiful. And Jackie, thank you for the condolences. Appreciate that. Kathy, Sandy, appreciate that. And we stay Market Street Inn. TJ's watching, Heather.
TJ, long time no talk.
Gib wants to know what the turkey forecast is for the weekend.
I can't give you what the turkeys are going to do, but given thunder and lightning, I don't think it's going to be a great day to be outside Sunday morning. They could come back out, but I don't think the wildlife, when weather is active, it's a tough one. And if it's windy too, Gib, that could make difficult for the bullet to.
He can't even hunt up here anyway, so. What's
he
that, Gib?
appreciates the forecast, he said. I forecast a lot of turkeys in your future, whether or not you can see them.
You know what you can do, Gib? The grocery stores, they have a roof over them. No problem. Go in there, get your turkey. Stay nice and dry.
It's the sport, Brendan. It's the sport.
Sounds like a lot of work.
It is a lot of work. And patience. It's fun, he just said, Gib in my ear.
Okay.
But I do want to say too, I know it's a lot of patience and a lot of skill to even do hunting. So I commend all of you for doing it if you do partake. And the turkeys, they're quick little guys.
A couple more comments, and we'll get to the things we need to get to, and then we have to wrap this up pretty quickly. We got some things to do.
Yes.
Sandy says that Heather, she'll give you one of her wines as well. And Christopher, reminder for the rough weather, don't forget to download the Storm Team Weather app. Thank you, Christopher.
And then tune in Saturday night for Trevor Robideau's forecast. He will be keeping a very close eye on that. And I trust him giving you guys the latest and what you can expect. If there are warnings, he will have to stay a little bit later to make sure everybody's safe.
Yep.
Maybe even Adam, this might be the warning for you. You might have to stay a little bit later. But yeah, that will be something that will be a game time decision. But I've had to stay late on the weekends for severe weather. It always happens 1 or 2 in the morning. It's not too bad though, you're already awake. But a lot of people are sleeping. But we still care about the forecast. So
Absolutely.
that will be Trevor Robideau's fun weekend. So weather quiz, Brendan. You didn't
I was
really
guessing
have a great
600.
week. Yeah, he did say 600. That is the answer. So 600 horses come to Mackinac Island every year to work. And as I mentioned earlier, if you didn't catch it, but Mackinac Island has been car-free for more than 100 years. So we need the horses there to transport people to and from hotels, homes, luggage, All of the
Food.
things. Food.
Beverages.
Don't you love where Brendan's mind is? Food,
I haven't had
fudge.
my sandwich yet.
I know, I
hungry.
haven't had breakfast. I just
Yeah.
had the protein shake. It's been busy.
Yep.
All right, so here's a look at our weather quiz. I know you guys don't care about our food habits, but Brendan is 2 for 5 this week. Director Gibb is on the only roll he can be on because he's only worked 2 days. So 2 for 2, a great week for him.
Yeah.
Producer Sarah's even better, 5 for 5.
Nice job, Sarah.
Good job, Sarah. And then Facebook viewers are 1 for 5, and that was Jerry chiming in this morning.
And we hope you can join us Monday morning. We'll be back starting at 4:30 and starting at 6. Madison will be live. There's a restaurant week happening in Leelanau County.
One of my favorite places to visit.
So we will let you know what's on the menu. Hopefully you have a nice weekend,
Yes.
no matter what you're up to. Safe travels. And, okay, we just saw a vehicle drive by in Mackinac Island. We just got done talking about how it's been vehicle-free.
I love the
There's a-
irony of that, but yeah, it's isn't it only for like emergency vehicles?
There's a police car, fire truck, and ambulance. As far as I'm aware, I've actually
Yeah.
seen the ambulance, and actually City Hall or Island Hall, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, kind of like the hub of all the emergency services, it's on that street. So
Oh.
if you were to see a vehicle, it's probably where you'd
Yeah,
see
because
it.
producer Sarah was like, "Why do I see a car on the live video?" And I'm like, "I think it's just emergency vehicles because they need the truck. They need to get to places fast. You can't."
Yep.
I mean, I'm sure they relied on horses back in the day, but
There are a few motorized vehicles there on the island.
very few. More horses than vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
That's the point we're trying to make.
Yep. All right, well, thanks for joining us.
Yes.
We'll see you
Have
next
a good
week.
weekend. Stay safe from the severe weather. We'll be back here on Monday giving you the latest updates. So see you then.
Bye-bye.